Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be fitting a replacement driver's side wing on this Volvo XC90 Mark 1. The wing on this car is damaged and we're going to be replacing it with a second-hand wing matched in colour. To get started, I like to spray all the trims down with WD-40. This helps the plastics move when you start pulling the trims apart. All the fixings on the inside of the wing are rivets and they need drilling out. This is just a quick close-up of what it looks like once the rivets are drilled out. Behind the mud flap on the underside, there is a plastic push pin that needs removing. This is important for when we undo the bolt at the bottom of the wing. With the rivets drilled out, you can now remove the trim panel. It's held on with clips and adhesive. This needs removing with some gentle persuasion. We can now start unclipping the bumper. I used a trim removal tool to help with this. On the top of the wing there are 3 bolts and a 4th bolt that is up by the windscreen. This bolt does not need undoing all the way. If you open the door, there's a bolt just behind the wing mirror. There's another bolt at the very bottom of the wing behind the plastic trim, which you can pull back and fit an 8mm spanner in to undo. There is also another bolt inside the wheel arch liner that needs removing. We can now start undoing the bumper bracket. I found removing these bolts a lot easier by removing the bolt by the headlight that secures the bumper on, and also removing the push pin at the bottom of the bumper. You can then remove the bolt behind holding the wing on. These are the location of the bolts. With all the bolts removed, you can gently take the wing off the car. Here are the 2 wings next to each other. The replacement wing has been pulled off a car in the same colour and is an exact colour match. Here I'm just offering up the new wing onto the car, being careful not to scratch the paint on the existing panels. With the wing in position, we can now start putting the bolts in. The foam can be reinserted and the bolt at the bottom of the wing can be done up. Here I'm just checking the panel gaps before refitting the rest of the trims. The bumper can now be clipped back in, and the wheel arch trim can now be installed. This is secured with new replacement rivets. The final bolts can just be tightened up, and panel gaps can be checked and adjusted. After reinserting the last bits of trim and final fixings, the wing is installed. On camera the colour looks slightly different, however in person this is not noticeable.